Hello and welcome to The Coin, Chapter 4. My name is Kevin Masterson. I'll be performing a reading today. Remember, you can check in the description and click the link below and get a book for yourself and read along with us. It's a lot of fun and really good time. So, without further ado, Chapter 4 of The Coin. That morning, Jake arose as usual. He didn't remember a thing about the killing. He started going through with his regular routine, making breakfast and watching TV. He decided to call Carolyn to touch bases with her. She answered. They talked and agreed to meet each other at the pier at 1 p.m. Jake stayed at home until it was time to meet her, Carolyn. They both arrived at the pier at the same time, saw one another, they walked towards each other, came together, and Jake casually hugged and kissed her on the cheek. How are you?
Fine. And yourself?
I'm great. Let's see, do you want to take on some rides here? At amusement park? On the pier?
That sounds like fun. Of course.
But first, let's get a couple of ice cream cones.
Okay.
They proceeded to walk over to the ice cream stand, and when they got there, Jake asked Carolyn, "What flavor do you generally get?" As they were looking over the many flavors they had displayed upon the menu board,
I like them all, but I have a taste for strawberry sherbet.
I have a thing for butter pecan.
That's good.
Well, what can I say? Carolyn wanted strawberry sherbet, and Jake wanted butter pecan. Jake ordered their ice cream cones, paid for them, and when they received their cones, they went and had a seat at a table in the food court area. They were having a pleasant conversation about their past, present lives, and future plans. Afterwards, they went on the rides. They rode just about every ride in the park. After that, they were preparing to leave. They both had to use the restroom. Carolyn was out of the restroom first, but there was a man trying to rap on her, being fresh. While she was waiting for Jake, she kept telling him she was waiting on her friend to come out of the restroom, but he was trying to force the issue by grabbing her arm. And at the time, Jake walked out of the restroom and saw what was going on. Jake immediately ran over there and yelled at the man to stop bothering his friend. The guy turned around and said, "My bad," and walked off. Jake and Carolyn walked to the promenade to check out some street performers. Before they parted each other's company, saying they enjoyed one another's company, they agreed to stay in touch. They went their separate ways. On his way to his apartment, Jake went into his blank-out mode, went to his stash spot where he kept his bags of tools and weapons, retrieved the tools and weapons he's going to need to do this job that he is getting ready to perform. He put them in his bag and headed toward the bus stop. Jake caught a bus towards Malibu, got off on Sunset Boulevard and Ocean Avenue, walked across the street, entered the restaurant and bar establishment. That's where the man is who was stalking Carolyn on the pier. Jake knew where he was in the place. He stayed out of view of him. Jake ordered a cranberry juice and was sipping on it real slow at the bar. Jake was waiting for his chance to get him to do some harm to him. The man was sitting at a table and drinking. A little while later, he got up to use the restroom. Jake followed him in the restroom, a few minutes behind him. No one else was in the restroom. The man was sitting in one of the stalls taking care of his business. Jake took out one of his tool weapons, kicked the bathroom stall door open where the man was sitting. He was very startled, and then the man hollered, "What the fuck?" When he opened his mouth, Jake rushed in on him and cut his tongue out, held it in his hand and swung down his tool and cut his penis off, grabbed it and held it in his hand also. Then he repeatedly stabbed the man in his head and chest until he was dead. Jake put everything up in his bag and walked out of the restaurant. A little while later, an employee at the restaurant had to use the restroom, and he discovered the man dead, sitting on the toilet in one of the stalls. He employee reported it to his boss. The police was called out, but nothing ever became of the investigation. Back to Jake. Jake went home and made a stew with the body parts that he got from the man who was bothering Carolyn. He sat down and ate it, watched a little TV, and went to bed after cleaning up everything. As usual, the next morning, Jake didn't remember a thing about the killing he did the night before. All that week, Jake went to work until the weekend, without any incidents where he would have to kill someone. That Saturday, he called his friend Carolyn and invited her to meet him on the promenade because he was going to perform, playing his guitar and singing. He was at his spot performing about 15 minutes on the promenade. He had a few people observing. It takes about a half hour to get a full crowd. At that time, he saw Carolyn walk up. After the song he was performing, he called her over to say hello and that he would be here for at least 2 hours. Okay, I might go look around in a few shops maybe. If so, I'll be back before you leave. Okay, let me get back to work, sweetheart. Okay. Carolyn stayed and listened a while to Jake's performance, and then she went browsing around for something to buy. Jake performed and took a break, and a man named Johnny started having a conversation with him. Hello, Jake. Johnny knew his name because Jake had some business cards sitting out in front of him. Johnny picked one up. Here's my card. Jake read Johnny Wilcox with his address and phone number, Corporation, Esquire. I was wondering, do you make house calls to perform? Yes, I do, depending on the function and location. It's a birthday party for my daughter in the Pacific Palisades. Okay, that sounds good. You have my card, and I have yours too. Give me a call, and I'll give you all the details. Okay, that's good. Will do. Pleased to meet you. Same here. We'll talk to you later. Okay, have a good day. Okay, thanks. You too. Then Johnny walked off. Jake started performing again until it was time to leave. By that time, Carolyn had made it back with a few items she bought. Jake was getting his equipment together, and Carolyn walked over and asked if he needed any help. Do you need any help? Yes, I do. Thanks. Okay, what do you want me to do? Help me put my equipment in your car, and then we can go over to this crazy little restaurant I know and get a bite to eat. Okay, great. I have a little appetite. Okay, good. Me too. Treat is on me. They have some good food there. Good. I can't hardly wait. When they got to her car, Jay complimented Carolyn on how nice her car is. She have a mid-sized powder blue convertible BMW. Jake and Carolyn working together to put Jake's equipment in her car. Carolyn's car was parked in her parking structure. When they were done, they started walking towards the restaurant not too far from where he was performing. Went in and had a seat. While waiting for the waiter, they started having a conversation with one another. I had a good day. Good. One guy gave me his business card. He wants me to perform at a party. I told him that I liked the idea and location of the party, and that I would give him a call for all the details. That sounds great. I think you should follow through with it. I think I will. I'll let you know what's going on and if everything is okay. I would like for you to give me a little help and a ride to transport my equipment to the function. Of course, I would be honored to. Okay, good. They sat and ate, enjoying each other's company, talking about different things. It was a very comfortable setting for the both of them. After they were through eating, they sat a while talking before it was time for them to go. They proceeded to exit out of the restaurant to Carolyn's car on the way to walking towards her car. Carolyn thanked Jake for the dinner and having a wonderful time. Jake replied, "You're welcome. It was my pleasure and thank you." Carolyn dropped Jake home and helped him with bringing his equipment to and inside his apartment. While inside, she was standing at the front door, but briefly looked around and said,
You have a nice place.
"Thank you. I would invite you to stay, but we can set a date later for you to come over. Then we can spend more time together."
That's fine with me.
Jake embraced her and gave her a kiss on the cheek and said, "Thanks for everything, and have a safe trip home."
And thank you. I had a really good time. I will be safe.
Carolyn departed. Jake closed the door behind her and locked it. He picked up his equipment, a piece at a time, which was sitting by the front door, and proceeded to put everything away. He turned on the TV, sat, and relaxed for a while. Then he retrieved the business card of Johnny Wilcox out of his wallet and gave him a call, phone ringing 4 times. Johnny's wife answers.
Hello.
"Yes, may I speak to Mr. Johnny Wilcox?"
Hold on 1 second and let me get him. May I ask who's calling?
"Yes, Jake Wilson. We met on the promenade and he wanted me to perform for his daughter's upcoming birthday party."
Oh, yes. Good. I am her mother.
"Oh, good. Pleased to talk to you."
Same here. Hold on a second and let me get him.
"Okay, thanks."
Hello. Jake, how are you?
"I'm great. How are you?"
Everything's good. So, can you do the party?
"Yes, I think I can. Can you give me the details?"
Okay. It's for my daughter, as you know. Her name is Jessie, and she's turning 18. She loves your kind of music, but she don't know who you are, and she never heard you play. It will be a treat for her and for her friends. For 3 hours, take your breaks when you want, and I'll pay you $200 an hour, flat rate. The day of the party, which is a week from now, on July 1st, which is her birthday, and it will fall on a Saturday. We'll start at 7 p.m. and go until 10 p.m. The day of the party, call me, and I will give you directions on how to get here. Sounds good?
"Yes, everything sounds good. I'll give you a call on July 1 in the morning for directions."
Okay, good. Take care, and talk to you then.
"Okay, I will. You too. Bye."
Okay, bye.
Jake called Carolyn to tell her about the gig and to ask a few questions. Phone ringing.
Hello?
In a sensual and sexy tone. "Hello, Carolyn.
Yes. Who is it?
It's Jake. Wow, you sound good. I am happy to see you made it home safe."
Oh, hi, Jake. Yes, I did make it here safe. Thanks. How are you? What's up?
"I'm good. I was calling to let you know that I took that birthday party gig. It's on July 1st from 7 to 10 p.m. on a Saturday.
That's good.
I'm going to earn $600 for 3 hours work."
Wow, that's great.
"But Carolyn, I might need a ride to get there and back."
Okay, that's fine. Just call me and let me know what you want me to do ahead of time so I can be available.
"Okay. Thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate it very much. Will do. I will call ahead of time and let you know. And thanks again."
You're welcome. No worries.
"Okay, good. We'll talk to you soon. Be safe."
Okay, you too. Bye.
"Okay, bye." That's the kitchen, pointing to his right, and that's the restroom, pointing to his left.
Nice, nice.
I like your place. Thank Kevin.
Kevin.